situation. Fuck you if you like me. Fuck you if you don't. Fuck you if you don't. Yeah. I mean it. Try me.
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like a law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk. I talk the talk. I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how did just happen, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the... And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
He's got Smith here. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, a run with Patterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. This defense for the Jets, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But
and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Danny Gray with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready.
Here comes the rookie 7th-round pick. It's Isaiah Pacheco. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And Lance now to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Jets on the move. Couple of big plays back-to-back. From midfield, here's Lance. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. Touchdown, Jets. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. offense taking over for their next possession. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Complete. Smith has it. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Buying time to his left. This pass caught. It's Woods. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. On that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Able to find Gray here. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 4 yards remain for second down. To the air again, Herbert. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this, because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 4th down, Herbert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Cordero Patterson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here we go. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down. Here's a give up the middle. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
Let's go now. 52 blaster. Strike. Check. Strike.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Looks like right at the 40. Throwing on first down is Lance. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Check. Peek. Check.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Right back to him on first down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Isaiah Pacheco, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Herbert off of play action. This is caught. It's Woods. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Herbert on first down now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Over the middle into the hands of Woods. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This one from 46 yards out. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try to cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Off of play action, here's Lance. They'll roll him out right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Now a handoff running through the middle. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So first and 10 now from the 30. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. The last run got 6. Now second and 4. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the points. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Bengals drive about to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Herbert's throw there taken in by Smith. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll run with Patterson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
2nd down and goal. Herbert throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. They make so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Jets take over at their own 19-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're... and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here we go. Fight, 97. Flag 2.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
On the double. 12, 10. Red, cycle.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Here's the Jets punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got Smith here. And some space here. There he goes left side. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Koo now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
The Lance now to throw.
And this is caught by Watkins. He's got a Jets touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, First downs, they can't touch the ball.
He got 29 yards that time.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this one complete to Smith. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Herbert. Goes right back to Smith again. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Back to the ground now, Patterson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Devontae Smith, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown, Jets.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Bengals drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete there to Smith.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Herbert now to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. Herbert. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Herbert. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They snap it to Herbert. That's to his running back, complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Certainly some pressure here on young wek3.
He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
Wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, you know, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire.